Hi guys, and welcome back to this week's Best of 3 battler. We are going up against Piotr Kedziora this week, who is the recent Bilbao Special Event Champion. We played game 1 yesterday, which was a really good, intense game, came really down to the wire right at the end there. So we've got to up again, we got a bit more information about how kind of Peter's playing the board positions and things like that, and how he's wanting to approach the game. So hopefully we can go on to it a little bit better today and get a result tied up and then take it to a game 3 for tomorrow. As always, I will link Peter's social handles and things like that in the description below. So do follow him. He's having a really good start to the season, and I expect a lot more strong finishes coming from him from the rest of the season. So just to recap, Peter is running a team of Arcanine, Tapu Lele, Garchomp, Celesteela, Alola Ninetales, and Alola Muck. We saw Peter bring the Alola Ninetales, Alola Muck, Tapu Lele, and Arcanine yesterday. He left his Garchomp and Celesteela at home, which worked out perfectly for him, really. So what do we do this time around? The Muck was such a big problem early on with that knockoff, but I think I might want to go a different route this game. I think I want to bring my P2 with my Arcanine. Definitely want Celesteela. And I probably want Garchomp as well. And I'm just going to leave my Tappers at home. Do I bring Lele or Coco? Like Coco's like, I feel like Coco again, probably going to be the better one. Last minute change up. Let's see if this works. And I think Peter's got to be expecting the conversion on the Porygon too, potentially. So let's see. Good luck to my opponent, and hopefully everything works out alright. So we see Tapu Lele and Arcanine come up to Peter here. You're going to see the Tapu Lele is faster than the Arcanine. Do get a download boost with that P2, but it's in 2 attacks, so not really what we're kind of wanting. Is Arcanine faster than ours as well? So, I don't think I want to leave P2 in here, to be honest. I could totally see maybe double in on that slot. We could switch in Coco and sacrifice it, I guess, just to change the terrain. Or Celesteela. Let's bring in Celesteela and let's go for a Snarl with our Arcanine. Like, our Arcanine should be able to take a Psychic type attack from that Lele. We'll just see a Psychic into the Arcanine. It's going to do big damage, but alright, yeah, Snarl coming out from the Arcanine. And we'll get a Snarl in return. Okay, so you've got to expect the Tapu Lele to maybe switch out here. I'm going to go for Elite Seed to the Poison Arcanine. And I'm going to bring in Coco. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Coco for my Arcanine. So there's the Tapu Lele withdrawing. We're going to see Muck come out. Okay. You've got to think this Muck now wants to start just knocking off, primarily knocking off that Celesteela. We're going to see a Will-O-Wisp come out from the Arcanine into our Celesteela. Which does make it a bit more difficult for us to do consistent damage with it, but we'll go for a Leech Seed into the Muck. And a Volt Switch into the Arcanine. I think they probably... Yeah, I'm going to Volt Switch into Arcanine here with Tapu Koko. And then try and get my Arcanine in on the field, get an Intimidate onto that Muck, and then hopefully take an attack, and then we can get potentially... Oh, so Garchomp coming in. Okay, he's caught us completely here. And we're going to see a Gunk Shot come out. You're going to get a Leech Seed into the Muck. Okay. So we do lose Koko, which is super unfortunate for us. So I think this is a good time probably to bring in our P2. Okay, so switch in Arcanine, try and get an Intimidate onto the Garchomp, and let's go for that Z conversion. And hopefully we get our Arcanine in for free here. Yeah, so Garchomp switching straight out, Arcanine coming in. The thing we've got to worry about is the snarls from that opposing Arcanine. That are going to be a bit of a problem. So we are going to get a Z move off. Z conversion turn into a Ghost type. So, let's see, knockoff coming in to P2, but it's fine. And that Leech Seed coming in, super helpful for our Arcanine. Problem is, this opposing Arcanine is so... It's got so much health at this point that we're not going to be able to do enough damage before it starts getting those big snarls off. But we'll go for a Will-O-Wisp into the Muck slot. We'll go for a Shadow Ball into the Arcanine. Try and get some damage off onto it prior to the Snarl coming out. Do some good damage as well. Critical hit. It's a bit unfortunate for Peter. We do get the Will-O-Wisp off into the Alola Muck. And there's that Snarl. And another knockoff into Arcanine, so our Berry doesn't activate. We do have that nice easy recovery helping us out a little bit. So I'm going to switch in Celesteela here, because you've got to imagine that the Muck might want to switch out to Garchomp potentially. Do I go for Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. I wonder if it's enough. We'll go for it into the Arcanine. It's had that special defense drop, so it probably is enough to take it down. If we can get rid of the Arcanine, it's going to make it a lot easier for our Celesteela to come in and actually clean up this game. So, that special defensive drop actually way bigger, and the crit as well. Huge, really. If the Arcanine stays in here, we will be able to pick up the KO. So, Arcanine switching out, Celesteela coming back onto the field. Arcanine withdrawing. Nice play, and the Garchomp coming in now. Get some decent damage off onto it still, and another knockoff from the map into the P2, but it's not causing us too many issues now. We've got the Ice Beam that we can throw into the Garchomp again. And I think this next turn, what I'll do is go for an Ice Beam and a Leech Seed into that slot, because you can imagine the Arcanine wanting to come in on that slot and to take a potential Ice Beam that's quite obvious. So the Ice Beam will probably proc the berry on the Arcanine, but at least if we do catch it with a Leech Seed as well, it's going to help us out quite a bit if we do see that swap from Peter here. And at the moment, I'm quite happy for that Muck to kind of stay on the field. We are going to see the Garchomp switch out. What's Tapu Lele coming in? Okay. It's going to get its terrain up. And a nice Beam coming out. Doing respectable damage, but we get the Leech Seed, which is the more important thing here. And another knockoff into the P2. Now I'm going to switch out Celesteela, because I feel like we'll probably get a free switch into our Arcanine here, and if both things stay on the field, we could potentially get some Leech Seed recovery onto our Arcanine. Although I do need to really recover with P2 at this point. But a Shadow Ball probably is enough to take down the Lele from this range. Depends how bulky it is though. I'm going to go for a Leech Seed, and I'm going to go for a Recover with P2. So we might see the Lele just protect here, and the Arcanine come in for that Muck slot. No switches though. Okay, that's interesting. Do you get the Recover off with P2? Tapu Lele just go for that Psychic. We are kind of wasting a turn with Celesteela here, which is a bit annoying. Very annoying. Knockoff into Celesteela. Please knock off our leftovers. But I think this additional Leech Seed damage onto the Lele is going to put it in range for a Shadow Ball to potentially take it down. Okay. I'm going to go for Leech Seed again into the Muck slot. And I'm just going to go, I think this time around, go for that Shadow Ball. I'm confident it should take it down from this range. So yeah, no switches. So we've got to hope that this is enough. Should be. It is, okay. So that's quite good. Again, we're going for that Leech Seed to try and catch that Arcanine on the switch in, but failing and wasting turns, but knockoff coming out again from P2. So I wonder what's going to come in now. It's going to be the Arcanine. It's going to be the Garchomp. Gotta imagine it's the Arcanine now. Yeah, it is that Arcanine. So he's going to get the Intimidate off onto both targets. I feel like here we go for maybe a Leech Seed and a Recover. So we're probably going to get Snarled. And I don't think a Shadow Ball from this range is going to be enough to take down the Arcanine, unfortunately. So we'll just go for that Recover. We'll probably see a Snarl come out. If we see a Flare Blitz come out, Recall will probably take the Arcanine down, so I don't mind that. It is just a Flare Blitz. It's going to be into P2. Okay, that's fine. It's going to proc its Berry. But it does mean we get that Leech Seed off onto it. And it gives us a free switch into our Arcanine the next turn. And just another knockoff from this Muck. Okay. And switch in Arcanine, and I'm going to go for a... Just going to go for another Recover with P2 at this point. Because we'll likely see... the thing is, I could have went for a Wide Guard and Recover. Stopped any Snarl coming out from the opposing Arcanine. But then I guess we reveal Wide Guard when we haven't revealed it up to now, and maybe taking it into Game 3 and revealing it in Game 3 might come in a lot more useful than revealing it right now. So we switch Celesteela out to Arcanine, get that Intimidate back onto the Muck, and the Arcanine. Another Recover off with P2. It's going to keep it around for a little bit longer. What we're going to see this Arcanine go for. Another Flare Blitz, just continuing to go for Flare Blitzes. It's into that Celesteela slot this time. No, just the P2 again. Trying to chip it down. We get almost a free switch into our Arcanine here, which will allow us to get a little bit more health back with the Leech Seed. We've got everywhere. And this will mean that Muck is going to go down this next turn. She'll open the door for Garchomp to come back in. And in comes the Garchomp. She's heavily threatened from an Ice Beam at this point. So I'm going to switch out Arcanine. So we've got that Intimidate to bring back in later on. I think I just go for an Ice Beam into Garchomp here, because that should take it down. Although it probably is faster than us, being Scarfed. So there's always the threat of it flinching us with a Rock Slide, which is probably going to go for, seeing as it's got Arcanine sitting next to it. So Arcanine protecting. What's this Garchomp doing? Oh, it's not actually a Scarf Garchomp. Okay. Ice Beam straight into it, picking up the KO. And that is going to close the game out for us. A little bit of Leech Seed onto the Arcanine. You've got to imagine now that their Shadow Ball probably is going to be able to pick up the KO onto the Arcanine from this range. But just to make sure, no Snarl. No, like I said before, we don't need to reveal the Wide Guard. That's going to come in super handy in Game 3. We can just keep it under wraps now. We'll just go for a Shadow Ball. Don't need to do anything, reveal anything that we don't know. But very good game to Peter. He does forfeit there, and we are going to game 3. So we managed to pull it back, and we're going into game 3. So we'll wrap things up there, guys. Super good game there. Managed to kind of adapt a little bit, bring things back to a level playing field. But it's going to be super difficult going into game 3, and whether Peter will adapt to that Porygon 2 that, once we got the conversion up, it did cause him a lot of issues. So we'll see how he adapts going into game 3, and I think we again need to adapt to our gameplay to make sure that we can kind of hopefully clinch a win here. But it's been pretty exciting so far. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, like always, please leave a like on the video. It's massively appreciated. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe so you can stay up to date with all our VGC content that we have going on at the minute. And we'll be back for game 3 tomorrow, guys. So do tune in for that. Thanks as always. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow for the finale and deciding game. So, until then, guys, take care. Bye-bye!